Really excited to share and walk you through a budget tool that I found very effective over time, leverage it to manage my own finances. Wanted to share it with you. Prior to using this tool, I remembered really always thinking of budget to be restrictive and just not allowing me to live my best life. I think when I got over myself, I decided to keep things simple, and I've always used an Excel sheet to track my finances, and it's worked well for me. And so I'd love to share this tool with you. So the first tab here will give you a general guide as to how to leverage this tool. I'm highlighting the 50-30-20 budgeting guideline that really encourages allocating your resources, 50% of your income to your very essential needs and 30 to pretty much your 30% to your wants, your nice to haves, and 20 to investment and savings. Please know that this is not necessarily a strict thing that you have to do. Pretty much this is put out there for you to be able to really leverage it to increase any of those buckets of either your savings and investments or anything that is of core priority to you over time. This gives you a level of transparency that you need on what's going on and where there are opportunities for improvement. Really, when you think about it, so for example, if your current reality is that you are doing something entirely different from the 30-20% breakdown, that's absolutely fine. Again, keep it in mind that this gives you an opportunity to find where there's a pocket for improvement and it allows you to make it. Oh, so there are like 3 steps that you need to things that you need to keep in mind to use and be able to document it in there. Second thing is also to get a sense of all of your expenses, where all of your money is going, your needs, your wants, your savings and investments. A good place to pull this is your financial statement from your banks. And then the third thing is every month that you allocate or dedicate about 30 minutes of your time to take a look at what your actual spends are each month, because you have your goal at the end of the month, but you want to take a look at what you actually spent and see if you're doing well or if there's an opportunity for adjustments. So let's go straight into the template itself. The first thing you want to do, like I highlighted, is you want to be able to know exactly what your income sources are. So in this case, we have some examples already in there. So you hit your sum button here and add a particular row. And so you have 17,000 in this example. And for your expenses, your needs, you look at your need as from the standpoint of what you need to really run your life each month, the very core things you need. Think about your mortgage, your grocery, your transportation to work, your children's school fees, water bill, the real cost that you need to run your home every month. And so in that instance, you sum what that is also for you as well. Pull everything in and sum it up. So you come back here, click on your sum and tally up what that sum is and hit enter. And then for savings and investments, your sunk funds for different financial goals that you have will fall under this bucket. The amount of money you set aside for your children's investments, your emergency fund, and also your investments as well, personally, IRA investments, brokerage investments, rental investments, all of those things that you might have going on will fall in here. And again, you hit your sum and add them all up. Sum them all up. Sum them all up. And then the last bucket is your wants. Nice to have your subscriptions for other things that you have going on, your self-care, all of those wonderful things all fall into your wants bucket. Again, you hit your sum button and you add them all up. Add them all up. So the beautiful thing about this template is that it does the work for you. So it tallies up what your total amount of needs is per month. So in this case, it's 10,500 per month. You are saving 5,000 plus, and your wants, nice to have, about 1,000. So remember the 50-20, 30% budget guideline. In this scenario, you will see that the reality of this person is that they're spending 62% of their income on their needs, and 31, they are going way above the recommendation for savings and investments, and they are not spending as much for their wants. In this kind of scenario, if there's any opportunity to bring this down, then you can look at it, but it looks like for this person, there's nothing they can do because these are fixed costs. But there could be cases where you want to look at wants, for example. If wants were to be maybe 40%, you can look at wants and see opportunities to either save, or even once you have more income, you can apply it to wants because maybe you want to do more fun stuff for yourself. So this is the level of transparency this kind of tool can give you. What I would also recommend is that once you have done your end of the month review of how you're doing against your goal, then you can decide to create your budget for the second month by duplicating this copy. And then you can then start to look at your second month and also create the budget for it. And at the end of each month, you sit down and also look at how you're doing. So in a nutshell, that's it. Let me know if you have any questions.